let's review the Trader Joe's corn candle. That's right. This is a candle. This is their corn. This is their candle. I'll be giving one of these away to you. So if you want to be eligible for a candle, stay tuned to the end of the video and I'll give instructions there. Hi, my name is Greg. I am obsessed with corn, but more relevantly, I own my own candle line and have been making candles and selling them locally in Los Angeles for 7 years now. So who better to review a corn candle than me, honestly? Let's start with the packaging. This is iconic, sealed pretty tightly on top. They've identified this scent as a sweet cornbread, and it is a soy wax blend with a lead-free cotton wick. As a candle maker, I think this is a genius idea. A lot of the time, you'll see the same scents out there, the same fragrance oils that are used in candles. Things like leather, lavender, you see them everywhere. It's rare to come across a scent like corn, and that's kind of why I started a candle line, because I could do things like work from home, which I made during COVID, which is coffee and paper. I've done sourdough candles, jazz bar, etc. To get a unique fragrance oil like corn, there's 3 ways to go about it. 1, you either custom make a new fragrance oil that doesn't exist, which is fairly rare. 2, you could distill your own fragrance oil, which I've done before. A couple years ago, I made a Sedona rain candle. I tried to steam distill creosote bush from Arizona. My friend's parents actually drove it in from Arizona and I steam distilled it. Long story short, that did not work at all. But in theory, you could steam distill corn probably and get an oil that is corn scented. But to make them en masse like this, I don't think that's very practical. Another thing you could do that I've also done is take existing scents that are fairly common and easy to get, combine them, and then give them a label like corn and let people's imagination run wild, even though they're not actually smelling corn. That's not uncommon with candles. And I've seen other videos that talk about the layers of abstraction of candle scents. And it's actually very common to just have scents and then give them very abstract titles that kind of tie you to an idea. Now, before I describe this scent, what would you think this smells like? Because I am expecting fresh barbecued corn. Corn on the cob, buttery, umami, almost savory. They describe this as a corn-scented candle with a sweet cornbread scent. When I hear sweet, I know it's not going to be what I was thinking when I think of corn. And that's accurate. This smells very sweet. If I had to describe the scent of this candle without lighting it, it would be a popcorn flavored jelly bean. I think actually it's whatever exact flavor they're using for popcorn flavored jelly beans. I think they're using that fragrance oil for this candle. So what this is telling me is that the manufacturer probably took some existing fragrance oil like sugar cookie or marshmallow and is including that in here and then just calling it corn and saying it's a sweet cornbread, and you're supposed to make that connection. So the wax is a soy wax blend with a lead-free cotton wick. That's good. That's what I use as well. I bought 4 of these candles and there are visible sinkholes in all 4 of them. That's not a bad thing. It's just an aesthetic thing. But what it tells me is that during the manufacturing, the wax cooled rapidly. So either they poured it way too hot or the environment they poured it in was super cold and it chilled really quickly. Or this vessel that they poured it into was too cold compared to the wax when they poured it. But it's some kind of temperature differentiation that makes the wax contract at different rates and results in these, they call them sinkholes. This happens a lot when you're making candles and you can get around it by taking a heat gun to the top or pouring more wax on top. It's not really a big deal. Let's light the candle and see if it's any different when it's lit. So soy wax and cotton wicks are relatively safer to burn than other candle materials. So people tend to default to those. But soy has a reduced scent throw compared to paraffin. So the scent won't go as far and it won't be as intense. If you do paraffin wax, you're gonna get a really, really strong scent and you're gonna smell it everywhere. But it's also more carcinogenic. Okay, this has been burning for a few minutes now. Let's smell it. It's very similar. It's still cloying and sweet. It's slightly better than before, in my opinion. Just the smell of the burning linen gives it a little bit more of a corn twist. A little bit more of what I was expecting when I heard corn, that kind of barbecue aspect, but it's not from the fragrance oil. I'm personally disappointed. This does not smell like corn to me at all. This smells more like candy to me, and I hate sweet fragrances so much. This is not for me. I'm actually really bummed out. Do I recommend this? No, not unless you really, really like sweet scents. You can go into the store and open it and smell it before you buy it. You just pop off the top. If you like the way it smells in the store, it's gonna smell very similar when it's burning. In terms of novelty and creativity, this is a 10 out of 10. In terms of scent, this is a 1 out of 10 for me, but that's subjective. In terms of candle quality, this is like a 7 or 8 out of 10. Do you want a corn candle, especially after the review I gave it? If you're interested in getting your own, I will send one of these to you, probably this one right here. I can send this to you. All you have to do is leave a corn emoji in the comments and you'll be eligible. A week from when I post this video, I'm gonna pick one at random. I'll DM you directly to get the address you want me to send this to, and it's yours. Should I make my own corn candle? Now I'm very, very tempted. Anyway, cheers. See you guys next time.